Once upon a sunny day in the bustling town of Green Meadows, Super Ryan was bouncing around, exploring the vibrant sights and sounds of nature. Suddenly, he heard a peculiar noise, a rumble that made the ground shake. It wasn't his tummy grumbling, it was something much bigger. Super Ryan followed the rumble and discovered a most curious sight. There, in the heart of the forest, stood a mischievous villain named Sneaky Pete, wearing a comically oversized chef's hat and surrounded by tables piled high with delicious-looking food. What's cooking, Pete?" Super Ryan asked with a playful grin. Sneaky Pete turned with a sly smile and said, "Why, I'm cooking up a feast fit for kings, or bears." With a mischievous chuckle, he gestured to the nearby trees where a group of bears stood, eyeing the buffet hungrily. "Oh no," exclaimed Super Ryan, his eyes widening in surprise. "Bears shouldn't be dining on human food. They prefer berries and fish." Sneaky Pete just shrugged and said, "Well, I say the more, the merrier. Bears, come and get it." But Super Ryan wasn't about to let Sneaky Pete ruin the bears' dinner plans. He knew he needed help to tackle this tasty trouble. "Calling all my pals, we've got a very big problem to solve," he declared. The children of Green Meadows quickly gathered around Super Ryan, their imaginations running wild with ideas to outsmart Sneaky Pete and save the day. "We need a plan," cried Lily, her bunny ears twitching with excitement. "Let's make signs to tell everyone not to feed the bears," suggested Timmy, the turtle, his shell shining in the sunlight. "And we can dress up as bears to show Sneaky Pete just how silly it is to invite them to a human feast," added Sammy, the squirrel, chittering with enthusiasm. With their plan in place, Super Ryan and his pals set to work. They scribbled messages on colourful posters like "Bears belong in the forest" and "Don't feed our furry friends." They giggled as they slipped into their homemade bear costumes, roaring and growling with delight. But Sneaky Pete wasn't about to give up his feast without a fight. He waved a towering sandwich in the air and declared, "I'll have those bears at my buffet, whether you like it or not." Super Ryan rubbed his chin thoughtfully. We need something to keep the bears away from the food," he mused. Suddenly, his eyes lit up with inspiration. "I've got it. We'll use bear-proof trash cans to lock away all the yummy smells." The children cheered and got to work, securing the trash cans tightly shut. Even Sneaky Pete couldn't resist joining in the fun, tossing leftover food into the cans with a playful wink. With the buffet safely locked away, the bears returned to their forest home, their bellies full of berries and fish. Super Ryan and his pals exchanged high fives, proud of their teamwork and the important lesson they had learned about respecting wildlife. And so, from that day forward, there were no more bear buffets in Green Meadows. Instead, bears and humans lived in harmony, sharing the forest's bounty and enjoying each other's company. The end, with a big bear hug and lots of laughter echoing through the trees.